Hello, I'm Neil Thomas. I'm a business advisory partner here at RSM and I lead our recruitment sector team. Today I'm joined by Steve Snaith, a technology risk assurance partner, and we're going to talk about how recruitment businesses can manage their cyber security. Hi Steve.
Hi Neil.
So Steve, tell me about some of the developing cyber threats you're seeing.
Yeah, thanks Neil. I'd say the cyber threats are constantly developing over time. Certainly at the moment we're seeing one of the kind of key areas being people risk. So there's kind of classic examples of people receiving an email with an attachment. They click on the attachment. That's actually a hidden piece of malicious code which then causes resulting damage. So I think the people risk is always there and will continue to be there. Other kind of attack vectors are organisations understanding where systems have been updated with the latest security updates that causes a vulnerability that then is subsequently exploited. So that's another kind of a common attack vector we're seeing at the moment.
Okay, and yeah, with the recruitment sector being obviously a people business and also data heavy, what specifically are you seeing in the sector?
Well, you mentioned then, Neil, data heavy is key, isn't it? Because certainly today data is a commodity. It has an intrinsic value. Then if you think about the recruitment sector, huge volumes of personal information, names, dates of birth, NI numbers, potential financial details, lots of kind of scanned documents. So the very nature of the sector itself causes organisations within that sector to be a target. And I think the other areas is just ways of working. So most recruitment organisations very much rely on emails. So emails, emailing attachments, CVs, etc., etc. So if you combine that with the nature and volume of the data that this sector actually holds with the methods of working and links back to that people risk of the emails being a kind of conduit there in terms of a cyber attack, I think that is quite a high inherent risk within the sector overall.
Okay. And how can recruitment businesses sort of mitigate those risks?
I'd say certainly at the moment, I'd say my top advice is people awareness. So making sure that the people and staff are trained in terms of cyber risks, they know the do's and the don'ts, and keep that as a kind of constant process to keep that awareness high. So if you do receive that email, making sure people think twice before clicking on that attachment. I think probably two other kind of key areas, making sure that systems update with the latest security updates. And again, probably the simple things, Neil, such as password management, making sure that passwords aren't obvious, they have a kind of degree of complexity built into those kind of passwords. Okay.
And how can we at RSM help?
There's a range of services RSM can offer within this area. So for example, looking at and helping to perhaps enhance those kind of cyber security awareness schemes, working with organisations to look at their kind of cyber control environment, analysing the control environment, and at times providing advice and recommendations in terms of helping improve those kind of cyber controls, whether it be security update management or kind of just general password management control.
Okay. All right, thanks Steve, that's useful. And for more information, please visit our website.